Project Blue is one of the best indie NES games that I have ever played. Eight-bit joystick. Project Blue is a quite well done, independent, modern-made 8-bit Nintendo game. It features really good platform jumping, shooting action, intricate level layouts, great music, and graphics. When I was at Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2023, I met Donnie Phillips, one of Project Blue's creators, who was responsible for the programming, music, and level design. He created the game with Frankengraphics, who created the graphics and additional level design. After talking to Donnie Phillips, the developer, for about 5 minutes about him making the game with no use of middleware by coding it all in NES assembly, and the fact that he developed it as a real NES game first, I decided to give him my money and bought a physical box Famicom cartridge. It was one of my favorite purchases of the Expo. Project Blue is also available as a download for Xbox Series and Nintendo Switch. Project Blue is also available as a physical NES cartridge from publisher 8-bit Legit. The download versions are a very affordable $10 and are totally worth it. The Xbox Series and Switch ports just came out. You can also get it as an NES digital download for use on an EverDrive. Overview. Project Blue is set in cyberpunk Neo-Hong Kong, and you play a kid that has to escape a research lab run by an evil corporation that is turning kids into robot monsters, mutants, and such. It has a pretty smart level design which introduces the gameplay elements one after another and basically teaches you how to play it through experimentation. It's mostly a series of one-screen jumping puzzles with a total of 256 screens, and that's good. Project Blue has really tight controls. Your hero is pretty quick on his feet, and the controls are responsive. It really goes for the whole modern indie retro platformer aesthetics of having really tight character controls and then an increasing level of difficulty. Jumping and platforming don't feel too bad about needing multiple tries because the controls are that good. Another thing that helps is that if you take a look at a room before running into it, that's a bit of the Legend of Zelda tip of planning your strategy and attack before you enter the room. The hero character can take multiple hits and there are generous checkpoints, so it's not terribly punishing for failure. There are also 3 layout-changing difficulty modes, secret rooms, and alternate routes aplenty. It manages to be both new and feel like an old-school Famicom game. Graphics. The graphics are quite good, with really cool use of blues and purples. I liked that the character was just one sprite-sized. It really reminded me of Layla, which is an obscure Famicom game, but that's a good compliment. It also reminded me of Metal Storm, The Goonies, and Braid. Conclusions. It's pretty impressive how Project Blue feels like a classic Famicom platform game, but at the same time, it has modern indie retro platformer sensibilities. It is a lot of fun, and it's totally worth your $10 to get a digital copy on modern platforms or get it on cartridge. I have the physical Famicom cartridge, but I liked it so much that I paid $14 to get the alternative versions of the game as a ROM for use with my EverDrives. The publisher 8-bit Legit asked me if I wanted to review it, and I stated that I already bought a copy with my own money, and this review was done with no input from them. My only complaint is that I wish there was a password system, so I look forward to using save states on my EverDrive and playing through it on my own without any maps and Let's Play videos. It feels great to have a new, good NES game to play through. This is a modern, indie-made 8-bit Nintendo game that stands up in quality and fun next to many of the classics that were made by official NES developers back in the day. There are 1,995 official game releases for the Nintendo Famicom, NES, and Famicom Disk System combined. However, there have been some really great titles developed either as homebrew projects or professional independent development like this. I would love to start covering more great titles like this, so don't forget to like this video, subscribe so you don't miss a single video, and ring the bell to be notified when a new video drops. This is 8-Bit Joystick. Stay awesome. Play retro.